I can't even explain how bad it smells. If I'd have known this was gonna be under here, I would have sucked this out with the vacuum first. Yeah, that's a squirrel head or something over there. So to give you a little backstory on this truck, I actually bought this truck to be a shop truck up into my cabin in Glendale. Now, life happened, we ended up selling our house, so it ended up sitting at the cabin in Glendale for a couple years. And then my brother-in-law, Paul, contacted me one day and said, hey, I've got an awesome project that I'm building. I need a cab for it. Although it was really, really hard to give the truck up, he kind of explained what he was going to be doing. So I figured I would sell him the truck, and now you know it as the OffRoad Rollback. In fact, I tried to buy this thing back no less than 50 times when I knew he was going to take it apart. But it is going to be one bad A truck when he's done with it. So it went to a good cause. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. The other day, so I'm going to be revamping my YouTube channel to kind of show you all the things that I've got going on, and this farm truck's going to be the first of those YouTube series. I've also got a container barn series that I'm going to be doing. You guys are going to love that. But come in here, I'm going to show you this. You rarely find a truck like this that hasn't been touched. So look at that right there. This truck right here has literally still has the 6-volt system. All these pieces. I mean, I know it hasn't ran for at least 30 to 35 years. This was found in a farm in Idaho. It ended up in southern Utah where it sat for 25 years, and it's ended up on my place. So now I've got it. I'm gonna make this a farm truck. How cool is it? So let me show you inside. This is as original as you'll ever find one of these things. But it's got all the original handles. So if you look at this, all the handles are here. It is missing the glove compartment, but I have one of those already. The gauges are all there except for the speedo. It's just missing the glass. 3-speed on the ground. This right here is the original seat. This is the original wood in the back, which is just, like I said, just crazy. It's got a little bit of rust, but a lot of this is just surface. First thing I like to do to revamp a truck is pressure wash it. But I wanted you guys to get a good look around it before I pressure wash it, so you can tell how totally original it was. So come back here. Hey folks, I'm just gonna give you guys one more look on what she looks like before I pressure wash it. Get a closer look. See if I can get you in there. Better lighting. So this thing, oh, I love the fact that nobody's messed with it. Still hasn't been converted to 12-volt, which I'll probably do that. Still has all the things up here. Brackets for the windshield wipers. Everything in here is all generator. Now the goal is I'm going to get this thing running, and I'm going to use it for camper, but I've got a old Avion style camper that I'm going to put in the bed of this, and I'll show you some pictures after I get done doing that. The only major damage is right here in the back, but with these things, that's metal, it's not rust, so that can be pulled down, welded, and fixed. These are the old bias ply split rims. I mean, there's a little rust right here. It looks like where it's rubbed, like where the tire rubbed on it, and it just left some exposed metal, so it's still not horrible. The cab, I mean, the cab itself is solid. Like, it's hard to find these with a cab like this, but it's crazy. On the inside, got the gauge cluster there. That one's missing. But that one still is there and intact and in good shape. Under still has the blower motor. That's something that usually doesn't happen. So yeah, this thing's gonna be one fun project to get back on the road. Headliner, oh, that is crazy. Look at that. A little bit of mouse nest living in there. It's pretty nasty. Gun rack. That's what used to do in the old days. But yeah, look at these. The floorboards are in awesome shape for this year. Just can't even tell you how awesome this is. Coating plate. It's a little bit rubbed off. You can't really see it, but pretty sweet. Anyway, just a lot of cool stuff on this. Like this is the original bed. I mean, how often do you get these with the original bed like this? Take one more look around it. Chains for the tailgater there. It's had some stuff right here where we can pull stuff. Just cool. Alright, I'm going to pressure wash it, clean it all down, and see how she shines up. Okay, I just realized why it smells like nasty butt in here. So if any of you guys have ever taken apart a car before, and you've never had mouse crap, I don't know where you're from, but I've been trying to get the seat pushed back because it is right up against the steering wheel. Finally, the seat came out, got it out, and it came out in one piece. And underneath the seat is just nasty. I mean, oh, I can't even explain how bad it smells. If I'd have known this was going to be under here, I would have sucked this out with the vacuum first. Yeah, that's a squirrel head or something over there. I mean, it is just gross. But take the good with the bad. It's not rusty under here, so that's good. But my goodness, this is so nasty. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull most of this stuff out with gloves on and wait for it to dry and then suck it clean. But yeah, got the seat out. Ugh. Alright, well this probably was too good not to share, you guys. So this isn't all fun restoring one of these old trucks, but this is what just makes it so nasty. So there you go. I'm gonna bring you guys along for the ride here. I was doing really good, had it really clean, and then I got up in there and, oh yeah, I'm wearing a mask, just so you know. I don't put a mask on that often, but ooh, I'm wearing a mask. That is gross. So I'm gonna be back in just 1 second. Okay, so here we go. I know this isn't like the best thing to do, to tear this stuff down, but if you guys want to get rid of the smell in one of these old trucks, you have to get out the mouse crap. So you have to get it all out. That's just, there's just no way to explain the stench that this puts off. But yeah, my pretty floor is now looking like this. Now, I don't know what they mixed that with, whether it was asbestos or what kind of insulation they did, but it's not good for you. I don't want to smell that. And sifting through this stuff, there's lots of gross stuff in here, but you don't want to be breathing this thing going down the road, and I plan on driving it. So I'm just gonna take all this stuff off. Oh yeah, there's a whole family up in there for a long time. Now this thing's been sitting, I'm guesstimating, but this thing's been sitting at least 30 years. Probably since anybody's even taken anything off like this. Oh man, it breaks my heart. This panel was in good shape, but I'm not dealing with the smell. Yep, I could have probably got away with that, but like I said, had lots of gross stench in there still. But yeah, I wanted to bring you along for the ride of the fun. We're almost there. It's already made a huge difference in the smell in here. Not rusted through, which is, there again, awesome. I'm gonna take the mouse sucker in here and the mouse craps sucker and clean all this out before I'm done. And then I'll clean it all out. Oh, one more. Yep, that could have stayed in, but oh, it had a lot of crap behind here. So anyway, close up and yucky. Okay, you guys, holy cow, that was really gross, but I got pretty much 90% of it, and you wouldn't believe, pull my mask down, you would not believe the smell difference. I know it doesn't smell very good because everything's wet, but I cleaned it out with Dawn, put a bunch of Dawn in here, and then just sprayed her down. First sucked it all out with the mouse poop sucker. But yeah, this is I can actually drive this thing now. I wouldn't be able to sit in it for an hour before, but I could drive it now. So anyway, this is the downside of restoring or reviving an old rig like this. Totally worth it. Wear a mask, wear glasses, and make sure you find the pockets of mouse crap, because that's the only way you're ever going to get these things to smell right. Anyway, on to the engine. Show you this for a side note. This is how much this thing was clean. This is how much stuff was inside there. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that away. Oh, it stinks in there so bad. Anyway, on YouTube, you want to be able to feel, smell, and go along with who's ever doing this. Yeah, it's not good. All right, so we are in the engine. You guys are gonna love this. So check out how clean this engine compartment just became. Little pressure washer in. I took out this back plug here, and it's pretty bad. So I think what I'm going to do is get some Berryman, probably put it down the intake when I'm going to try to start it, and then I'll replace the plugs. These actually, these look all new. Somebody tried to get this thing started, did get it started, or I don't know what happened, but these actually look like fairly new points, and cap and rotor. So it's been used a little bit, but I mean there's not a lot of wear on it, so that's good. And you can tell some of these wires have been replaced. So great news for me. I just cleaned out the inside. I cleaned out the starter. Coming around to the carburetor. Everything cleaned up so nice. Everything just looks nice. There's still some oil and stuff, but I mean that's a lot of oil that I got off of it. Cleaned the you can't see it down there, but He cleaned the brake master cylinder, be able to get the brakes working. But yeah, man, this engine cleaned up so good. Take you to the inside. I just sprayed it down. I mean, everything. This is going to be nasty because this is full of my stuff. So it's nasty, but I mean, it cleaned off really nice. This, you can't really tell still, year and stuff, but it's closer. So anyway, the floor cleaned up good. There's the master cylinder down there, so I can actually get to it. Cleaned it really nice. I'll wait till all this is dried off. And this is actually original seat material. This is the original seat, you guys, underneath all this stuff. So I'm probably just gonna put some padding in here, and put a seat cover on it like this and roll with it, because I bet the original seat covers underneath here is just amazing. The more I tear into this thing, the more I like it. Anyway, got the windows cleaned off, so that's it for now. Oh, I gotta show you the back. This blows my mind, you guys. And I found this. This was actually pinned in between. This is the cool stuff you find when it was pinned in between this right here. Who knows how long, but I pried it out and I realized that is steering wheel cap. So fine, this is like a treasure hunt, but I'm going to show you this real quick. This is original back wood, and I pressure washed it. Look how nice that, I mean, it's a little bit rusty up here in the front, but can you guys believe how this turned out right here? Look at that. I mean, that's the original wood, guys. Amazing. Anyway, love this truck even more.